Hey everybody, it's DJ LJ down here, Sparks Radio Network. I'm back in the studio with one of Robert's recreations on, and he is in the studio today talking about kaleidoscope and some of the things that he's designed here, which are amazing. And I did wanted to also let you guys know that Nadja, his partner, who is doing the jewelry for this show, has some amazing pieces, and I actually have purchased a couple of pieces, some earrings and a hairpiece. I love them to death. You've got to check her out. But so tell me what we've got going here. And actually, let me stand up a second. I'm gonna come around and let everybody see me behind you.
Okay. Well, I just brought a small sample of what we're going to be showcasing at the show. Two of the collections that we're showcasing is called Twisted Tees and Pleasure of Pockets. Pleasure of Pockets is basically exactly what it is. Pockets sewn together to create bags, and their little caption is holders of small treasures. Okay, so just like I have this leftover pocket from scraps and from a peacoat, and so what I did was I took a piece of leather cowhide and I attached it to the outside of the pocket from the peacoat, and then inserted a third pocket and added a strap. And so now it's a little bag, and it's actually it's unisex. Man or women can, or teenagers can have it. Something inexpensive, something easy to make. Hold all your things, and you don't have to pay those prices. Can still have semi nice materials to work with.
This is nice.
And just like this one, this Pleasure of Pockets, this one is called this one is called our Dusty Cowboy. Okay, and what it is it's a pocket made out of the top corner portions of blue jeans.
Oh, I love
Okay,
it.
and yeah, so it has most of the original stitching. So basically, we just turned it into something extra. And then I had an extra bike chain that I don't use anymore, and I allowed the bike chain to be transformed into the handle. And honestly, yes, it can double
That's
as a weapon
amazing.
if you're ever on the street and they say that you cannot conceal a weapon. Well, guess what? Now you have fashion that can be turned into a weapon.
Baby, my purse is all the weapon I need.
And see, this one was a pocket from a pair of jeans, and I just put some leather fringe on it. I haven't. This one is still in progress. I haven't added the strap to it yet, but this will probably be on consignment at the Red Herring Art and Supply this weekend.
Isn't that nice? All those tassels.
Yes, and 80% of all the items are hand sewn. Usually the other 20% that we do is just for the linings and the trims.
Mhm.
We do that by machine, but 80% of it is done by hand with a variety of size of needles, including beading, hand beading, things of that nature.
I
So
have
yes,
seen some of that.
so
It's
some of these
beautiful.
things can actually take hours, to complete. So it's really really fun. It's creative. It gives me a way to express myself. And see, as you can see,
Put all your stuff in here.
yeah, you can put your little things in there. So yeah, you can take it anywhere you go, and you can still get to be unique and be economic. And then here we have an example of what we call our twisted tees. If it
Okay.
starts with a T, we can twist it. And basically, all it is just a different. It's a variety of techniques of tie dyeing and bleaching.
Mhm.
Okay, now these were navy blue. Okay, but with the way that they were tie dyed, half and half, and with the
Oh,
colors revealing themselves as was exposed to the bleach. When I took them out, this is the pattern I got, and this is part of our Blackfire collection. And as you can see, I'm wearing a twisted tee, and I'm
you are.
also wearing a pair of pants that are twisted tees. And so yeah, trousers, tank tops, tees. If it starts with a T, turtleneck, we can twist it. Okay, whether it's tie dyes with colors or what we call our bleaching and banding technique.
See, now
Okay.
this is amazing to me because one of the things that I really love about everything that you do is that you take the mundane and you make it amazing.
Yes.
So, and when you're talking about, bleaching and dyeing and things like that, it's funny to me because a lot of people will look at these pants and they'll go, "Oh yeah, they're sweatpants, no big deal." But you can see what they really can be,
Yes,
which is what
because
I
see,
love.
something I've discovered, like when I went to get my associates from Emily Griffith Opportunity School, um, the darker the material, the more colors it actually has in it.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Because if you look at the color wheel and you see all the colors separated, and you and you see all these different colors, and you're wondering what it would look like if all those colors were mixed together. If you mix all those colors together, you're gonna get a variation of blacks and grays. Okay,
Exactly.
so as you peel away the darkness, then the lighter colors, the more vibrant, warmer, and cooler colors are gonna come out.
So what they really are.
Yes, exactly. So
You've
you
shown what these pants really are and what this shirt really
yes,
is.
what it really could be, and it's what we call undertones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because the majority of clothes nowadays they have to go through some type of chemical process in order to attach the color and to make the color
Right.
steadfast. So if we've come up with a technique that reverses that, so instead of adding color, we're actually revealing color.
I
Okay,
love
so
that.
we're not taking away from it. We're just showing some of the hidden aspects within the clothing, and you can create different textures, and you can create different motifs, and you can, it's like a giant palette, and if you have fun with it and be creative with it and create your own techniques, then
Mhm.
you come up with all these different versions of expression, because at the end of the day all we're left with are memories and photos. Okay, and
Right.
so let's make the most of it, instead of just wearing a basic t-shirt and wearing a basic pair of pants
And looking like everybody
and
else.
looking. Oh yes, and see, we call that cookie cutter style. I can't stand cookie cutter style.
Right.
See, I'm from Chicago. I'm in my mid 40s.
Go Bears.
Okay, exactly. So I grew up where we had less to work with. We had to be more resourceful. We had to be more creative in order to stand out, in order to express ourselves, so that we could feel validated as a human being. Because
Exactly.
growing up in the streets, with surrounded by drugs and by chaos and by gangs and things of that nature, then we had to have an outlet. Mine was being creative. So once I got off the drugs and I got my act back together and I started going back to school, then I started seeing all these hidden talents within myself. And so I'm at the point in my life that if God has given me a second chance, do something with it. And I have a chance to show people what fashion can be.
And yes, you have. Some of the pieces that I have seen have just been completely amazing. And as you all can see, if you're on Facebook Live, or you'll be seeing me soon.
Now, the name of this dress is called the Red Clelia. This is hand dyed Chantilly lace with a gold chain accent, and the red ribbon that you see on the side of it is symbolic of one of my personal advocacies, which is HIV awareness, education, and prevention. And she's wearing what we call a crimson jewel, which is an AIDS ribbon and a rhinestone or some type of stud in the center to symbolize solidarity. So those crimson jewels will also be on sale and on consignment during the night of the show, August 2nd at the Red Herring Art and Supply.
Amazing, amazing show. You guys have got to come out. You'll see me in this dress, the red
Clelia.
Clelia. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get it down eventually. But the red Clelia. And then we're going to be taking a break here in a little bit. And I'm going to be doing, what is the name of my other dress?
The red party dress.
The red party dress. And might I add, it is for a party. So, but tell me, so you have overcome a lot.
What? Yes. Okay. I have been off of crystal meth and crack cocaine for about 6 years now.
And do you regret it? Do you look back?
Actually, I just thank God it didn't kill me.
I am so thankful that it didn't kill you either,
Yeah.
because otherwise we wouldn't
So-
have these beautiful designs.
Exactly. So, and it's like these fashions are also another way for me to be able to say thank you to God for me being here, for me being able to tap into my talent and my God-given gifts, and to be able to give it back to the world in some minuscule way, if nothing else, and to say that, I'm a viable human being and that my existence mattered while I was here. And maybe I can help somebody else get through some of the tougher times. I do inspirational speaking. I'm a poet. I'm an advocate for a variety of causes, including PTSD, domestic violence, sexual predation, and things of that nature, just other human conditions that some of us have gone through and are still going through. You
Exactly.
never know anybody else's battles. So
you don't. You can look at somebody and you don't realize. And a lot of people know that I'm with the Fitch Foundation, and we we raise money for disabled veteran sports as well as healthy lifestyles. And one of the things is how they manage their PTSD. A lot of people will manage it with medication. Some people will manage it with art.
Yes.
We have a lot of singing groups and things of that sort. You can check out things that we've done in the past at tff.org. But yeah, no, we work with a lot of people that are overcoming some obstacles, because a lot of times society will deem you as what you came from. And they'll say, oh, well, that's
they'll define you by your circumstances,
Exactly.
but that is only if you allow them to.
Exactly.
And in order for you not to do that, you actually have to be self-aware. And self-awareness, it's a job within itself, because you have to be aware of what you say, how you say it, when you say it, and the possibility, of how someone else may perceive it. Perception and perspective are the most complicated parts of human nature.
Exactly.
They really are.
I always tell everybody there's 360 degrees of perspective.
Yes.
And in another plane, in another place in the world, I may be on the other side of the table as a designer, and you may be the one doing the interview. It's all about perspective.
It really is. And I mean, when it comes to perspective, life really is a triangle. You have your side, you have their side, and then you have the truth. So, so, the smallest of things, can become a contingency, can become an altering aspect, of a situation.
Right. And the positivity that you've brought out of your circumstances and creating all of these beautiful things. And it's just crazy to me. These things are
everyday items.
They are everyday items, and you can repurpose these things. And I mean, you're an inspiration to everybody.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't necessarily try to be an inspiration. But I have realized that my God-given mission is to create, motivate, and inspire if I can. Because some things that I consider inspirational, some people think are demonic.
Mm.
So all I can do is utilize every opportunity I'm given each and every hour, not so much as every day, every hour. And if I can make the difference in the life of somebody else, or if I can have my spirit lifted through the projection of another human being, then I say, let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's get to that party dress now here. You are joining us here at Sparkx Radio Network, and I've got Mr. Riddle on my show today. We're going to take a quick break and change out. You guys are going to see my party dress, and then we'll be right back.
And I take it. Oh, Jesus. That's killing my damn self. So I take it I'll be able to see this on YouTube this evening? Yeah, it'll be on there this evening, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's on there right now.
Yeah.